So this is the last video I'm gonna do on Start With Why by Simon Sinek, because as I said before, the book is good. It is a good idea, but it's very repetitive with lots of different examples and some different applications in different parts of a company, of an individual. So I'm not gonna repeat those ideas over and over. I think the book is worth reading if you really want to go deep into the idea. But if you understand the idea and you think you already are applying it to your life or to your company, I don't think you need to read the book. Just watch those videos, watch the TED talk. You're good to go. There are other books that are more impactful, and the next one I'm going to talk about is The One Thing, which is, I think it's way more impactful. But it works if you have your why first. So we talked about why, talked a little bit about the how, which are the systems and processes that you implement to make the why real. And then we come to the final part, which is the what. The problem is that most people start with what. What am I going to do? I'm going to make videos. For instance, I'm making a video. And I have done this before. But after I read the book, I started to think, why am I recording a video? And I have a better idea now of why am I doing it. And I implementing different habits and systems to record those videos, which are more simple now. They are simpler than they were before, because then I can record them. I can actually record more of them if I make them simple. And now, like, I don't record videos. I have an idea. I want to explain things to people. And I have those habits that I put in place, the time of day and how I make those videos. And then the final result is this what. And hopefully you who are watching this, you are getting something of value from it because you understand what I'm trying to do. And if you align with that idea, you will watch it and you will get something useful from this. So the what is the tip of the iceberg, but you have to have the why and the how before that. And if you have everything aligned, if you have the discipline to stay true to your why and straight to the systems and processes, your what will end up being a very true reflection of what you believe, of your why. And people who align with that will trust you more because they will see that you are living what you believe. And that is very important, especially if you're a leader. And this comes to, there's a part of the book where he talks about how big companies cannot rely on gut feeling of a leader. You have to have the systems and processes in place, the clarity of vision, and the way you hire people, the way you bring people to your culture, to your mission. And that's why the parts about hiring people are very interesting, because it's not just the people with the best qualifications that should be hired by a company, but people who are attracted by the mission and that have a similar mission. That's how people work with more energy, with motivation. That's how people give their best and they work happy. And that's good for everybody, because then the company is in a better position to actually be a successful company and everybody wins, right? As long as you have good systems, good processes where everybody gets a piece of the pie, so to speak. So, like I said, this is a very good idea. And I think just being aware of it is a game changer. And what I actually recommend, if you're having trouble finding your why, they have a workbook, which is very useful. I started it, and then I got to a point where I was satisfied with my answers to my why. But I think it's a very useful workbook, and I highly recommend you take the time to think about the book, think about the workbook, try to find your why, make it your priority, make it your one thing for now. Spoiler for the next videos. And work at it until you get it solved, because then you will have more energy, more motivation. You will have a better idea of what you're doing with your time, with your days. And I think that's the profound meaning of this book, knowing why we are alive, why we get out of bed each day, and how we do that with joy and sharing what good we can with other people. That's the deep message of Start With Why by Simon Sinek. Hope it was useful. See you next time.